வெல்லவே take it easy policy
வானவில் வாழ்க்கையில் வாலிபம் ஒரு fantasy ஊர்வசி ஊர்வசி take it easy ஊர்வசி 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 take it easy ஊர்வசி
சிக்கு ரயிலே
கலக்குது பாரி ஸ்டைலே சிக்குவால மயிலே இவ ஓகே நான் அடித்தூளே சிக்கு புக்கு ரயிலே கலக்குது பாரி ஸ்டைலே சிக்குவால மயிலே இவ ஓகே நான் அடித்தூளே
சின்ன பொன்னிவ படி பார்த்த எத்தராஜா மனசை எல்லாம் செலவு செய்யும்
சுட்டு நீளம் இவ பார்வையில் ஒரு வாஜா வயசு பசங்கள வெளியில பிடிச்சா
சிக்கு புக்கு ரயிலே
கலக்குது பாரி ஸ்டைலே சிக்குவால மயிலே இவ ஓகே நான் அடித்தூளே
ஓ சிக்கு புக்கு ரயிலே
கலக்குது பாரி ஸ்டைலே சிக்குவால மயிலே இவ ஓகே நான் அடித்தூளே ஊர்வசி ஊர்வசி take it easy ஊர்வசி 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 take it easy ஊர்வசி
ஊசி போல உடம்பறிந்த தேவையில்லை பார்மசி
வாழ்க்கையில் வெல்லவே take it easy policy வானவில் வாழ்க்கையில் வாலிபம் ஒரு fantasy ஊர்வசி ஊர்வசி take it easy ஊர்வசி 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 take it easy ஊர்வசி
சிக்கு புக்கு ரயிலே
கலக்குது பாரு ஸ்டைலே சிக்குவால மயிலே இவ ஓகே நான் அடித்தூளே
ஓ
சிக்கு புக்கு ரயிலே கலக்குது பாரு ஸ்டைலே சிக்குவால மயிலே இவ ஓகே நான் அடித்தூளே
And now here you go again, say you want to free.
Oh well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel it, but listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad in the stillness of
Hi everyone and welcome. Can I ask you to find your seats please, as we're wedding's about to commence.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started soon.
So kindly take your seats and we'll get this night underway. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to some final applause. Just kindly take your seats. Everyone outside, please make your way in. Take your seats and get the night started. Cheers. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get the night started. So take your seats, take your food, your drinks to your delegated seats, and we'll get this night started. Cheers.
All right, everyone, can I have your attention, please? Can you all please take your seats? Yeah, in the setup. All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome officially to Jason and Sneha's reception. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Miles, and I've had the pleasure of knowing Jason since the first day of uni, and we've been best friends ever since. Together, we play squash, we go kayaking, and we've traveled together doing crazy adventures like climbing Machu Picchu, hang gliding in Rio, and cycling Death Road. I'd like to point out that I'm actually quite nervous tonight making this speech, as it might not be directly obvious, but this is my first time doing a wedding reception. Now, before Sneha and Jason arrived, they've both asked me to talk a little bit about them as a couple. So, as all modern love day stories go, Jason and Sneha met on an app, specifically Coffee Meets Bagel. And on Jason's profile, he wrote, "I like dogs and travel." Which made it all the more interesting, I found, when Sneha actually considered matching with him. Because, well, it was a very thought out profile, and he's allergic to fur. I guess his one saving grace was that he had an absolutely flawless photo with him in a waterfall with his abs clearly on display. After the match, it was Sneha who initiated the conversation. It was Sneha who initiated the first date. It was Sneha who initiated the second date. It's no wonder that Jason was swept off his feet. It was Jason who first said "I love you" to Sneha for the first time on their first year anniversary. However, I cannot believe the patience Sneha must have had in the early days of dating Jason. For those of you who are not that close with Jace, he is oblivious to romantic and social cues. As friends, we tried to steer him in the right direction, but we were never successful. I remember a story that Jason told me. He was having an intimate conversation with Sneha, and they were talking about the future that they were going to have with each other and what they meant to each other. I mean, it's a very cute moment until Jason tentatively leans across to Sneha and sincerely says, "I think I'm about 60% in love with you." I truly don't know how Jason survived that moment, but I am hoping for an update on that number tonight. I first met Sneha at a board game night, and I'd known about her for a while and through whispers from Jason, and she was a charming and intelligent woman, but sometimes way too nice and helping the other team way too much. But all in all, she's an absolute delight, and Jason is a very lucky man punching well above his weight. So just some quick housekeeping. The bathrooms you may have found are out there and there's some also over there. If you haven't got a gift, the nearest shopping centre is about 3 kilometres that way. And don't forget to take your gift bags away with you. So very shortly, I'm going to welcome the bride and groom, and then we'll have some more speeches, we'll play some games, and then we'll have some more delicious food that'll be outside. So finally, on behalf of Jason and Sneha, I would like to welcome you once again and hope you continue to have a wonderful evening. So it gives me great pleasure to welcome, for the first time tonight, Jason and Sneha Kumar. So we're going to just jump straight into the night with our first speech with the mother and the bride of the groom. Mother. Let me start again. Let me get my speech back up. So let's just jump in straight with speeches. It gives me great pleasure now to introduce the mother and the father of the bride to the microphone, Krishna Mohan and Supriya Vandakara. Ready? Okay.
Friends, family, and all the invited guests. A warm welcome to all of you to this evening to celebrate Sneha and Jason's wedding. Miles, I didn't know that you are actually putting me up for the first speech. Normally, I don't prepare any speeches. Today I don't have a speech written, so I had to say something, whatever comes to my mind. Okay, so stay with me, folks. So let me probably say what's there on my mind right now. Let me share my thoughts and up until this point. Firstly, we are so glad that Vankadaras as well as Kumar's family, we are getting into this wonderful a single family, and we are so happy to see that Sneha is being part of Kumar's family. They are so nice, so gentle, and so warm people, and we couldn't ask any better than that. And they are God-loving, and they respect the Hindu tradition and Hindu culture and Hindu values so much that it is impossible for me to define it and describe it. And for that, I'm very, very grateful to their family. And they are so, I met entire their family, and then they are so warm and so lovely. And we both, Supriya and I, both are very happy that Sneha is actually going to be part of their family. Thank you. Okay. What should I say about Sneha? In Jason's terms, she is 99% perfect, in my view. That 1% is very hard to describe. Reason being is, she's like a tornado, you know? When she is angry, she comes up like without any warning or anything, and then destroy everything within 30 seconds, right? Before I realize what happened there and recognize what kind of state of mind I was there, she goes up there to her room, comes back, probably within a minute, and then hug me and says everything so nice as if nothing has happened 30 seconds ago. And that was one of the brutal moments, or always probably the brutal moments. And she doesn't remember at all once she is back to normal, and she gets back to normal so quick, while it takes me probably a couple of days to recover from that particular conversation. So probably you can say that it has a good quality or a bad quality, I don't know. But probably Supriya and I both have been going through that kind of motions. We don't know when that tornado will come, okay? So we try to avoid, we try to duck. And that way Kunal was very fortunate. He left home when he finished HSC, so he was not facing those ones. But we are okay. We love to face them, to be honest with you. So we don't mind. Yeah, so if you would allow me, actually, I would like to switch into Telugu for a couple of minutes. Reason being is I got my parents here, my brother and my sister-in-law are here. I just wanted to say a few words to them in Telugu. If you don't understand, don't worry, you're not going to miss out much, okay? Just stay with me. Amma Nana, మీరు ఇండియా నుంచి వచ్చినందుకు చాలా థ్యాంక్స్. అంటే స్నేహ పెళ్లి గురించి you've been waiting for a long time, so finally it had happened. So I hope you are happy, and we are very happy. So thank you మీరంతా వచ్చినందుకు, అలాగే అన్నయ్యకి వదినికి, సో సుప్రియ వాళ్ళ చుట్టాలందరికీ, వాళ్ళ అన్నయ్యకి, వాళ్ళ వదినికి, వాళ్ళ చెల్లెలకి, మా తోడళ్ళు కామేష్కి, అలాగే మా కజిన్ బ్రదర్స్ అందరికీ కూడా చాలా థ్యాంక్ యూ. Sorry, I just have to say this, but I'm glad we are here today. Okay, most importantly, I wanted to say a few things about my Sydney family. We have been a group of friends. Probably I know them for about 30 plus years. We have known each other. We have grew together. Our families actually grew together. Our family kids have actually grown together. And some people have joined in between our group. And we have always been a group of people very, very close to each other. And I actually wanted to thank all of them, because without them, our life is actually less colorful or less joyful in my view. So most of them are here today. I'm not going to call them out, but they know who they are all. And thank you all, guys. Because of you, our life for last 30 plus years has been very pleasant, has been very enjoyable, and we have been living our dream life here in Sydney because of your close friendship and your caring, and what you mean to us is kind of cannot be described in the words. And thank you. Thank you forever. I think, Miles, I have used up all my time, so I'm going to give you microphone back. Just let me ask a couple of things. Supriya, do you want to say anything? Okay.
Hello everyone. Thank you for all coming. This is the day I was waiting for so long, and I'm so happy for that. And we did whatever we can in our best of our way. But if there is any mistakes or any misunderstanding, sorry about that. I'm so happy for all to see here. Oh, this is the last function. I'm not very happy for that. So I was it all went very quick. Thank you. Sneha is my love and my heart. And I want you guys, enjoy the day. Thank you very much.
Jason, Sneha, wish you a very, very, very happy and enjoyable life, healthy one, okay? All the best for your future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was wonderful. So I'd like to now welcome our next couple to the microphone, who I actually know very well and have influence and been an influence on Jason's life. It has been many times that I've come to Jason's house and having stern looks from his parents. And it's narrowed down to two things. Either I've skipped uni to play Halo at Jason's place, or I've been ratted out by Jason for the reason he stumbled home late at night. So to share some wisdom, can I please welcome the groom's parents, Sathendra and Suman Kumar.
Good evening, friends and family. Friends, because Krishna Mohan told me that most of the people he's got up here are his friends. And family, because we are one big family. The family that has traveled from abroad, from India, the family that has traveled from US, Jason's secondary school friends and uni friends, David, Jason's manager. I would love to talk about Jason. Couple of things here and there which you might find interesting. One day I come home from work after a hard day's work, My wife could hardly put her feet on the ground. And I thought that her son must have done something good. And when the children do good things, becomes my son. When they do bad things, become your son. So I waited to see what is going on up here. And she says, you know what the teacher said in class 1? Your son is amazing. I don't know what I would do without your son. And she commented so many things. And I thought, okay. Yes, that must have been the... I'd like to take it fast forward to Jason having a job and a boss. He's sitting up here, John. He said, when we met, he said to me, I quarreled with my wife. Why didn't you give me a son like Jason? And I thought, okay. Jason is amazing. I have spent so much time, I shouldn't say I have spent, we have spent so much time with Jason that I can hardly put a speech on that. A lot of people throw a lot of money on the children, and a lot of people give a lot of time to the children. We give all our time to Jason. I first put a remote control button, and we take it to when Jason has finished uni. Now, this would be very interesting. Prashant, listen to this. After finishing the uni, Jason just played games non-stop, just from morning, afternoon, no care of food, lunch, dinner. The mother got upset, and she said, Jason, is this all you're going to do? It was very hard for her. I used to just go to walk in the morning and didn't know much, don't see too much of that. But then when mother caught up with me to say, you are not checking out on him. Is he going to just keep playing games? So we were in the shop, and she goes on to say, I think you should go over, you would be playing games. You should stop him, and get him to do something. He can come to the shop, learn some business, learn this, that. Guess what happened? I left all my jobs, came home. Jason is upstairs, I'm ground floor. I said, Jason, come down, I want to talk to you. I said, give me 10 minutes, because the game was going to be finishing in 10 minutes. So I waited, sat down and waited. That 10 minutes was like a very long time. I still remember, like, so fresh in my mind, And after 10 minutes, he came down, okay, what's up? What do you want to talk? I said, Jason, are you going to just keep playing games? You could come to the shop, learn this. We have got a business. You could learn a lot of things, And Jason listened to all that, and he said, Dad, you know how stressing it was going to uni and all that? He explained me how stressing it was. And he said, to stress relief, all my friends have gone to Gold Coast. He said, do you know the school is going on? I said, no, do you know what this school is? I pretended dumb, and I didn't. I just sat down, not knowing anything. So he said, I tell you, school is after the stress, people come over to the Gold Coast, all the students get uni students and this and that. And guess what? Drugs, sex, and he repeated, yes, I'm telling you, sex. And I thought, okay. And he spoke to me like a professor would talk to the student. And I said, okay. He said, listen, you better let me play. Do you want me out there or here? So I just sat down, dumbfounded, and I evaluated a lot of things. Quite true, it's better out here than out there. And slowly he went up. That was it. I'm like, hey, he's gone. Up. Lectured me and he's gone. So slowly I went and sat down in the car. I laughed and laughed, and this kid today he's lectured me like a professor. So I go to the shop. Now what do I tell my wife? Where is Jason? He didn't come with you. Oh my God. Goodness me. What kind of a fun? I said, listen, just let him play. Let him play. He's okay over there. He's so determined in mind. I take you to this tennis match that he played with one Friday night with this girl. She was a lot older and a lot experienced in playing tennis. Jason did very well in the match, but she beat Jason like he would never like to play tennis ever again. Like it was 6-1 or 6-2. 2 weeks after, the same Jason got called on the microphone that Jason and this girl to play. Jason was jumping. He was set in mind. This is how I'm going to play. He went and played the same girl whom he lost 2 weeks before, and he was devastated. It was like a dog licking up his wounds. And the same Jason, 2 weeks after, he belted this girl so bad, that she was sitting on the middle of the court crying really bad. Just before the matches started, the father of the girl thought, that boy. We go to the pub, have a couple of beers, come back. When they came up, the match was over. The girl was sitting on the crying, and the brother of the girl asked me, who won? He never knew who I was. And I think that kid won. Bullshit. It was like bullshit. No way. Anyway, got to the point, parents didn't even realize that, wow, can't believe it. Now, I would like to take the opportunity to thank my family. First of all, my elder brother, Ramen, his wife, Pushpa, son, Raju, wife, Vinu, Romi, what's the Karishma. You have done so much. You have got the family together that we had some very hard times for last 4 or 5 weeks, and you had been great. I'm speechless. I got no words to describe, how thankful I am to you. I would like to thank my brother Jiten, Mamta, for everything. Mamta, you are a genius. You are amazing. I would like to thank Prashant, Shubhashni, Ritesh, though Shamni is not here, but I know behind every successful man there is a woman, and I do appreciate you people have put all your time and effort. I would like to thank Istu, his wife, for all the effort. I would like to thank Maureen and Janan, Shelley, and Sweta, for all. I don't know what Auntie would have done without you, Sweta, and Mamta, and Maureen. Daniel doesn't get any credit because he didn't do anything. I would like to thank, last of all, I would like to thank Krishna Mohan. He has done everything possible during the wedding, during the engagement, the wedding and reception. I haven't done anything. When I saw there was a cook cooking, I thought I better not join because too many cooks spoil the food. I let him do all the work, and he has performed so well. I can't believe it. And I've missed one person. Somebody I've missed. Come on, talk back. Whom I have missed? Anybody can suggest? Yeah, they always have got my blessing. They have always got my blessing. So forget them. Whom? Happy life. Okay, happy life. Okay. I would like to thank my beloved wife. for giving a son like Jason to me. And to Jason and Sneha, we wish you all the best, and we're always not too far.
First of all, I'd like to thank God for everything, and my husband, and my two beautiful kids, and my family from both sides, my husband's and my family from overseas as well, for the support they have given me. I'm really grateful for that. And Sneha, we really love you, and we welcome you in to our home and family. And we wish you a very happy married life to both of you. Jason, we always love you.
I quickly want to say one prayer for Jason and Sneha to be happy. May Goddess Radha always shower her blessings to the couple. And I'll quickly recite one verse out of 13 verses for Jason and Sneha. मुनीन्द्र वंद वंदिते त्रिलोक शोक हारिणी प्रसन्न वक्र पंकजे निकुंज भूविलासिनी भजेंद्र भानु नंदनी भजेंद्र सोनु संगते कदा करीक्षसी हमाम कृपा कटाक्ष भाजनम राधे गोविंदा श्री राधे गोविंदा नटवर नागर नंदा भज राधे गोविंदा भजो राधे गोविंद भजो राधे गोविंद भजो राधे गोविंद भजो राधे no, Miles, can you come I'm finished. भजो राधे गोविंद 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 भजो राधे.
So we're just going to take a quick break from the speeches. Can I get you to look at the closest screen? It might be behind you, in front of you, to your left, to your right, for a special presentation highlighting the engagement and the wedding. Behind you, in front of you, to your left, to your right, for a special presentation highlighting the engagement and the wedding. Behind you, in front of you, to your left, to your right, for a special presentation highlighting the engagement and the wedding. Behind you, in front of you, to your left, to your right, for a special presentation highlighting the engagement and the wedding. Behind you, in front of you, to your left, to your right, for a special presentation highlighting the engagement and the wedding. right? For a special presentation highlighting the engagement and the wedding. To the left, to the right, for a special presentation highlighting the engagement and the wedding. To the left, to the right, for a special presentation highlighting the engagement and the wedding.
Sorry in advance, 'cause this won't always go to plan. But we don't mean to take our love for granted. It's in our nature to forget what matters. Yeah.
And when the going is getting tough, and we're all about giving up, things that we never thought we'd say, gonna say them. Games that we never thought we'd play, gonna play them.
It ain't perfect, but it's worth it, and it's always getting better.
It's gonna take some time to get it right, 'cause I'm still learning the art of love. I'm still trying to not mess up. So whenever the storm is getting tough, let me know. You need to spell it out. You need to spell it out. You need to spell it out. You need to spell it out for me, 'cause I'm still trying to learn the art of love. Hey, yeah, yeah.
If I forget to get the door, remind you that you're beautiful. I know my detail requires more attention. If I ever hurt you, it's not my intention.
'Cause we're gonna make our mistakes, find out how much your heart can take. But I know that you got my back, and baby I got yours. 'Cause I'm still learning the art of love. I'm still trying to not mess up. So whenever I stumble, let me know. You need to spell it out. You need to spell it out. You need to spell
So let's continue with the speeches. Can I now introduce to the microphone Sneha's brothers, Kunal and Kushal.
Thanks, Miles. For the people who may not know us, I'm Kunal and this is Kushal. We're Sneha's brothers. Before I wanted to get started, I just wanted to say a big thanks for everyone who's made last week possible, especially everyone who's come from overseas, the US, the UK. I know Miles is only here for a week, so I appreciate that. And I also want to thank everybody who made and who's helped so much in the last few months. Every time I went home, there was always an army of people doing different things. I think the week before the wedding, there was about 25 people hand decorating cookies that you all got in your gift bags. I honestly think Bhavya and Suchi spent more time in my place than I did in the last month, so thank you for that. And I know I'm speaking for my sister when I say we're all incredibly grateful and lucky to have you in our lives. Now on to my sister. I know my dad took a lot of time focusing on the 1%, so I might focus on the 99% instead. I don't think it's still sunken in that she's married. It honestly feels like yesterday when we used to share a room with bunk beds and fight all the time. I actually still think I have a few scars on my head from our times fighting together. And honestly, I don't blame her. Looking back, sharing a room with your little brother doesn't sound like fun at all. I know I would absolutely hate to share a room with my brother right now, mainly because he'd leave me no wardrobe space at all. I think the best way to capture my sister is really to talk about the biggest impact she's had on my life. And that's her absolute, unwavering, and unconditional support. She's always been there for me whenever I've needed anything and always believed in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. So, for example, when I was deciding between studying Sydney and studying in Canberra after HSC, I talked to a lot of people. And a lot of people gave me a lot of really logical advice, a lot of pros and cons. They said, write them down, think about it, balance it out. I talked to my sister, and even before I started talking, without skipping a single heartbeat, she said, go for it. I believe in you, you can do it. And honestly, sometimes it's just that little push that you need. And it was absolutely one of the best things I've ever done. And I'm sure her friends and Jason would agree. But at the end of the day, she's the best type of cheerleader you can ever have. Unwavering, unconditional support in whatever you want to do. And now Jason's the lucky guy who's going to be experiencing that. Jason, I had a feeling from the moment I met you that you were the right person for my sister. You're kind, respectful, thoughtful, and most of all, you care for her deeply. And we also have a very shared passion for dancing. We're really incredibly excited to welcome you to the family and looking forward to many, many years ahead. So congratulations, and I wish you a very, very happy life.
Now, I'm the younger brother of Sneha, my sister. I'm going to refer to her as Akka a lot. So, in the beginning of the wedding, a lot happened. A lot was going on. But the thing that I found most confusing was the fact that a lot of people came up to me and said, congratulations. I didn't really understand it because in my head it didn't feel like my achievement. I didn't really do anything. I wasn't there for most of the time. I didn't know Jason until the wedding, Not a lot, but not a lot. But as things have started to progress, I feel like I understand it just a little bit better. I understand that my sister has always been there for me. She's like a second mother. I was growing up, and when mum wasn't there, my sister was always there to help me out, always there to take the little things, take the time out of her day to come and help me, to study, to keep me out of trouble, to teach me how to act, how to behave, how to dress. She taught me a lot of things, and I want to refer to a specific story when I remember my sister has told me that she just told Dad about the engagement. And the happiness in Dad's voice when he found out for the first time that it was official, I thought, wow, I got to do something just like that. I got to do something that makes them as happy as what Akka just did. And from then I realized that Aka's been the one, my sister's been the one to push me, to take every opportunity to save me, to take every opportunity to teach me how to act and how to behave. And being in an environment where I can grow up with a sister and an older brother, I think that's the thing that's helped me grow the most over the years. I've got into trouble quite a bit as a kid. A lot of times. For the most part that my parents know of, at least, until now. But the one person I would call to get me out of trouble was my brother. But the person I went to feel better after I got multiple times people screaming at me for doing something wrong, the person that I would go to make me feel better, to stop me crying, was my sister. And from then on, I realized that she's the only person that I need, including my brother and my parents, for when I continue on my life and find success. Those are the people I want to keep around me. So now, for the future, I wish nothing but loyalty and success to my brother, to my sister, and Jason. That's it.
Thank you, guys. So I'd now like to welcome Jason's brother Daniel to say a few words. Daniel, Jason's told me to say this to you before you get onto the stage. You are an inferior tennis player to him and you'll never beat him.
Hey, come on, man. So I have two sentences written down that I was able to prepare. I'm not good at speeches, but first of all, I'd like to say thanks to everyone who put in all the amazing effort. Every time I walk into the house, go to a function, the amount of effort everyone puts in is absolutely crazy, and it shows in the outcome here, and everything looks beautiful. I'm so happy for you guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful life. So, Sneha, first of all, welcome to the family. You're always welcome, and we love you. It's nice to have someone to offset Jason's ridiculous antics. Jason, I'm glad you found someone who puts up with you. That was all I was able to come up with, so I thought I'd tell a story. So when I moved out of the house, I was living in the attic at home, and Jason, with his amazing ideas, wanted to bring Sneha into the attic room because he didn't want to move out and spend money. So I'm amazed that you found someone who puts up with your ridiculous stuff, ridiculous ideas, flow charts, if you have told anyone about that. And yeah, hope you guys have an amazing wedding, amazing life, amazing family and everything. Hope you guys have kids who have rich parents.
All right, now for something fun. If you can't see Jason and Sneha, I recommend you find a spot so you can. Can I introduce Sneha's high school friends to play a game? Do you want to explain it and all that? It's on.
You guys gonna stay there? Anything is fine. Yeah, we got two chairs. Should I explain what you set up? Yeah, explain. While we're getting set up, I'll just take a second to explain the game we're playing. So we're going to be playing the shoe game. So as you can see, we're setting it up now. We're going to have Sneha and Jace sit on opposite chairs, and we're going to ask a bunch of questions, and they're going to have each other's shoes in one hand, and they have to put up the shoe of the person they think is the correct answer to that question. Hello. You know the rules of the game, right? Yeah? I'm going to ask questions, and you're going to lift the shoe of the person who's the correct answer in your opinion. Huh? Yeah, we have. All right, let's get started? Yes. All right, so we're all Sneha's high school friends. My name is Swetha, and I have Sash, Nis, and Vi. So Vi and I first met Sneha when we were in primary school, but it's in 2008 in high school that we all became this wonderful group that you see here. And we've all witnessed Sneha turn into this, mature, wonderful woman who has dimples and loves riding motorcycles and lives life on the edge. So now we're going to play the shoe game with the newlyweds, who will hopefully get all the answers correct. There are right answers. All right, so we'll start off with a very simple question. Who do you love the most in the world? Who do you love most in the world? Wrong.
Yeah, nah. That was wrong. Okay, who's the better driver?
Who might cry for a sad movie?
Oh. Who's messier?
Who was the first person to ask the other on a date?
Oh. Who's better with the in-laws?
Who's more indecisive? That was very decisive.
Who cracks the lamest jokes? I think I know this one.
Who's better at keeping secrets?
Oh.
What secrets are they hiding? For those who didn't hear that, he said, I just forget all of them.
Who's a bad influence on the other? Oh.
Who's more adventurous and thrill-seeking?
Who's more likely to start an argument?
Who's more likely to get a speeding ticket?
Who said I love you first?
Like 100% though? Who snores more at night?
Who's always hungry?
Who steals the covers at night?
Just pick one. Okay.
Who's more stubborn?
Who's the better shower bathroom singer?
Jace, I think you have some hidden talents. Would you like to?
We have a mic here if you want.
So the last question for our game. Now this one does have a correct answer. Who has better taste? So it's undeniable Sneha has impeccable taste. However, the correct answer is both of you. We'd like to end on this note as you navigate your married life together. Never make fun of each other's choices, because remember, you are one of them.
I want to know the ones we are.
So now that we've got all the family speeches out of the way, it's time for some real goss. So to continue with the speeches, can I introduce Sneha's longest friend, Ramya.
Hi everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ramya, and I'm one of Sneha's close family friends who's known her since, I guess, forever. Sneha and I have pretty much grown up together like sisters, and being less than a year apart age-wise, I've had the privilege of pretty much sharing all stages of Sneha's life, right from our school holiday catch-ups and sleepovers, to high school and the pressures of HSC and career discussions, to finding a way to not letting distance affect our friendship, even when I went to Adelaide to study for dentistry. When Sneha asked me to do a speech today, she specifically told me to talk about Jace and her story from my perspective, so I'll try my best. I still remember the day a couple of years ago when Sneha and I were talking about dating apps, and she told me she was considering trying out Coffee Meets Bagel. Naturally, we were both slightly hesitant and wary. I mean, how do you know if you're talking to someone genuine? Or what if you end up talking to a serial killer? And as Seema Auntie would say, ultimately, our efforts are meaningless if the stars aren't aligned, especially in this day and age of ghosting, catfishing, and having so many options at the swipe of a finger. But without needing to compromise 60 to 70%, sorry Seema Auntie, and within a few days of joining CMB, Sneha connected to a guy who just happened to have a mutual friend with me. Maybe the stars were starting to align, and this naturally helped Sneha do her background research, especially as this mystery guy's social media and photos didn't give much away about him. But hey, clearly mystery works for Sneha, because a week or so later, she decided to go on her first date with this guy. Naturally, Sneha was a bit nervous and scared, and Sneha being Sneha, even made sure she planned a dinner with one of her high school friends straight after the date, and specifically told me, I'm going to meet him for an hour or two max. Sneha, breaking all of her Indian Standard Time records, and I think for the first time ever, actually arrived early to the date, which naturally meant a few nerves kicked in, and for a moment, she even considered leaving. But luckily, the stars aligned again, and Sneha changed her mind and decided to go on the date. And boy, was that decision a game changer. After the guy arrived, Sneha said she'd keep me posted and will message in an hour or two max as soon as the date ended. But 1 hour went by, 2 hours went by, 3 hours went by, and even when I messaged asking if she was okay, there wasn't a reply. Just as I was starting to get a bit worried, the stars aligned again, and I started receiving multiple messages at once. Sneha said, and I'm quoting, I like him. He's an engineer, so good job. He's funny, and I'm still on the date with him, and we're both cancelling our original dinner plans to spend more time together. Sneha even got caught on her phone by this guy when she was messaging me this midway through her date, but it was definitely worth it, as it was in that moment I knew the stars had definitely aligned. And there was also a massive sigh of relief. I mean, what if I had supported Sneha to go on a date with the serial killer? The moment her date ended, Sneha got on the bus home and called me. And I immediately knew there was something special about this guy. I mean, the Sneha I knew inside out, who was usually a little critical when it came to guys, was clearly blushing, had butterflies in her stomach, and there was definitely a sense of excitement in her voice, which she still downplays and denies till date. And I guess there's been no looking back since then. Obviously, that special guy was nobody else but Jace. Now that I think about it, these two could probably be the official brand ambassadors for CMB, and it looks like Shadi.com has some tough competition now. Sneha often says that I get to take the credit for their successful love story, and I'm the only one who has the permission to say, I told you so. Not that it came easily. I mean, at one stage, I was even deciphering what I love you 60% means. I still tease Jace and Sneha that I don't think I've broken down percentages as much as I did for their relationship, as I did even for my HSC 4-unit maths exam. So Jace, looks like you owe me one. And look out, see, Auntie, because I reckon my success rate's looking pretty good right now. But in all seriousness, today isn't about me, and it's not about my perspective. Instead, today is a celebration of Sneha and Jace's commitment to one another, and I honestly couldn't be happier for you both. So Sneha and Jace, as you begin this special journey of marriage, remember to always stand by each other through thick and thin. Understand each other's words and silences. Jace, maybe avoid the percentages just to be safe. And just remember, life will test you both in many ways. But one thing that will never change is that you're not alone in this journey. Not only now do you both have each other as your biggest support systems, but you've also got the love and blessings of the hundreds of people gathered here today to celebrate your marriage. And of course, I'll always be there for you both too. Jace, don't forget the promise you gave Team Bride in return for your shoes. I also just wanted to say thank you to Jace's brother Daniel for being such a good sport when we stole your shoes for the negotiations. Thank you. And Sneha, since Jace is officially family now, I think the promise applies to you too. But seeing the smiles, the big smiles on both of your faces right now, I don't think I'll need to be following up on this promise. So congratulations once again, guys, and all the best for this new and exciting journey ahead. I wish you both nothing but love and happiness and prosperity for your journey. Keep smiling and lots of love.
I'd like to now bring up to the mic one of Jason's best friends from high school. They've traveled together, talk on the phone regularly. So to start Jason's character assassination, please make welcome Jason, his second best friend.
Oh wow, that's a lot of people out there. Hello everyone, I am also Jason, and firstly I'd just like to take this time to thank everyone who's joined us both last Sunday and tonight to celebrate both Jason and Sneha's union. Especially to those families and friends who have traveled interstate or internationally to be here. I think we can all agree that this was well worth it. For those of you who don't know me, I've known Jason for about over 13 years now, and I'm proud to say he is one of my closest and best friends of all time. And I'm also glad to know that I'm merely known as Jason's friend in the timetable for this wedding. When we first met on the rooftops of SMCC, I remember thinking to myself, how privileged is this guy to be able to afford 2 whole chicken burgers every single day of school? $7.20 is a lot of money when you're a kid, you know? Little did I know that that will be the start of a long-lasting friendship that will take us all across the world. From hunting the nearby streets of Melbourne for the perfect coffee, to gallivanting around the cold and remote landscapes of Iceland in Harry Potter robes of all things. What Jason lacks in planning and organization, he more than makes up for his enthusiasm, not only for finding the first spot to sit down and to rest his knee, but also channeling his mantra of, we'll work it out, and it's calm. I think every one of us who has traveled with Jason can easily agree that it truly is an experience, and definitely a memorable one. Stovetop and hairdryer and all. Jason has been a loyal friend not only to me, but also to all of the boys sitting on these tables over here. He's always the most reliable friend who you can rely on to make time for you for dinner, drinks, and just to hang, even at the shortest of notices. We've spent many weekends where he'd make the weekly trip all the way out to Panania tennis courts for a hit and feed a high flyer. He'd questioned nothing to come to mosh the bands that he barely even knew. We'd spend hours and hours on end on weekends, bartering for sheep, wheat, clay, stone, and wood for hours and hours on end. And we'd learn and jam guitar together, which surprisingly never led to any noise complaints from my neighbors. Speaking of which, you should probably start learning guitar again, you know? You can serenade to Sneha. He can play a really good apology song. You can thank me later. And how could I not even mention the countless hours that we spent together playing video games, which kept all of our friend group together after high school and the big uni split. We spent many nights awake because we couldn't get no sleep. We were running it down the bot lane, bamboozling hot droppers in Skulltown, grinding the DN ladder, farming Safijiva and fractal spoons, Skittles, and rushing mid-ascent with not a word after, hey Kuma, we do the thing, yeah. That probably didn't make a lot of sense to a lot of people, but trust me when I say that, he knows exactly what I'm talking about. Imagine my surprise when he told me that he'd found someone. Come on, man. Who else do I see solid ice cream with? But then again, should I really be surprised? Sneha, you're incredibly lucky to have Jason. I've spent so much time with this man, particularly since we seem to walk faster than everyone else. And I know that while at times he may be questionable or brash, I do know that deep down inside, he is a man who is gentle and ever caring. You have found yourself with someone who will no doubt fill your days with laughter and joy. I have a lot to say about this man, but if I had to sum it up in one word, it will be irreplaceable. He's a man who is loyal and will give you his all, for who is you that he has chosen to be, his dearly beloved. All I ask for you is to cherish him as much as he cherishes you. I'd now like to raise a toast to the bride and groom. Sneha and Jason, tonight we would all like to congratulate you again on your union. May you experience your happiest days together. May your bond grow unshaken by the harshest of summers and coldest of winters. May your love continue to burn with passion and be forever incandescent like the sun itself. May this only be the beginning of your fairy tale together. To the bride and groom, cheers. Jason, the joke is over now. You're doing this, and I know that you're going to do this well. Thank you.
So we're now just going to have a special poetry reading. If I could ask everyone to be a bit more quieter while we go through this special poem. So can I please introduce them to the microphone?
Good evening all. స్నేహ కుటుంబ సభ్యులందరికీ నమస్కారం. కుమార్ పరివార్ वालों को नमस्कार. My name is Rao. I am a member of the Sydney extended family that Mohan mentioned at the beginning. I'm here to read some poems. These poems were written by Shri Neti Ramakrishna Sastri Garu, who is a friend and well-wisher of the Vankadara family. He is out of the town, so I'm doing the honors. So I hope I can do justice to the poems he has written. Basically, he has conveyed his blessings to Sneha and Jason through these poems. The poems are in Telugu, which is the mother tongue of Vankadara family. However, I will try my best to give a gist in English for those of you who are not familiar with Telugu language. I will try my best. Here we go. Vivaha Asipurvaka Pancharatnani, 5 poetic gems filled with blessings to the newly wedded couple. Jainendra Varas Sakshat Satyendrasya Tanu Bhavaha Tadahi Priya Putrastu Sadvi Sumana Yorapi. ఈ వివాహంలో వరుడైన చిరంజీవి జైనేంద్ర, శ్రీ సత్యేంద్ర కుమార్ మరియు శ్రీమతి సుమన్ గార్ల సుపుత్రుడు. ద గ్రూమ్ జేసన్ ఈజ్ ద సన్ ఆఫ్ మిస్టర్ సత్యేంద్ర కుమార్ అండ్ మిసెస్ సుమన్. స్నేహలహరి తథా పుత్రీ మోహన దంపత్యోః పాణిగ్రహణ రూపేణ ధృవతారై విరాజతే. అలాగే శ్రీ కృష్ణమోహన్ మరియు శ్రీమతి సుప్రియ దంపతుల సుకుమార్తె అయిన వధువు చిరంజీవి లక్ష్మీ సౌభాగ్యవతి స్నేహలహరి ఈ వివాహంతో కుమార్ వంశాన్ని మెట్టి ధృవతారై వెలుగొందుగాక. With this marriage, bride Sneha, daughter of Mr. Krishna Mohan and Mrs. Supriya, may brighten the Kumar family like a polar star. Matkavana pravruttacha ramyakshara pancharatnam శుభ పరంపరా ప్రాప్తం దదామి నూతన దంపత్యో. ఈ వివాహ సందర్భంలో నూతన వధూవరులకు ఆశీపూర్వక పంచరత్నమాలిక అనే కవనాభరణాన్ని శుభ పరంపరా ప్రాప్తికై అందజేస్తున్నాను. ఆన్ ద అకేషన్ ఆఫ్ దేర్ వెడ్డింగ్ ఐఎమ్ ప్రెజెంటింగ్ దిస్ పోయటిక్ జ్యువెలరీ consisting of 5 poetic gems to the newly wedded couple with my blessings for a happy, prosperous and long married life. Sanmarga darsa kausyatam apparayadhyasishaha putra pautrabhi ruktam bhaveda chandratarakam. మీ పూర్వజులైన పితామహాదులైన శ్రీ అప్పారావు గారు మొదలైన వారి ఆశీస్సులతో పుత్ర పౌత్రాభివృద్ధితో ఆ చంద్రార్కం వర్ధిల్లుగాక. With the blessings of your elders, including your grandparents and ancestors, you may prosper and flourish by having, please pay attention, many children and many, many grandchildren as long as sun and moon exist. Bhava Bhavani Rakshatu Satyendra Kumaranvayam Datta Saubhagya Mayushcha Sneha Jainendra Yosaha. ఆ ఆది దంపతులైన పార్వతీ పరమేశ్వర్లు నూతన వధూవరులకు ఆయురారోగ్య ఐశ్వర్యములనిచ్చి వీరి వంశమును రక్షించుగాక. The first couple, Shiva and Parvati, may bless the newly wedded couple with health, wealth, and long life, as well as protect their lineage. In summary, Sneha and Jason wish you both a very happy and long married life. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. So it now comes to that time of the night where we're going to cut the cake. So if I could ask Jason and Sneha to come to the front. If you'd like to come up and take some photos of them cutting the cake, you're more than welcome to.
Today was a fairy tale, you were the prince. I used to be a damsel in distress. You took me by the hand and you picked me up at 6. Today was a fairy tale. Today was a fairy tale. Today was a fairy tale. I wore a dress, you wore a dark gray t-shirt. You told me I was pretty when I looked like a mess. Today was a fairy tale. Time slows down whenever you're around. But can you feel this magic in the air? It must have been the way you kissed me. Fell in love when I saw you standing there. It must have been the way. Today was a fairy tale. You got a smile, takes me to another planet. Every move you make, everything you say is right. Today was a fairy tale. Today was a fairy tale. All that I can say is now it's getting so much clearer.
That's very cute. Can I ask you all to once again raise a glass to Jason and Sneha Kumar? So don't go away, you two. I'm now going to invite you two to say a few words. If I can just get a bit of quiet. So I'm just going to invite Jason and Sneha to say a few words. And there's something we haven't really talked about tonight, and that's Jason in a team. So although he may be a very smart engineer, he was predominantly carried by most of his teammates. And I expect nothing less from his speech tonight. In an attempt to press Sneha on a date by cooking a meal for her, he not only managed to burn the whole outside of the chicken, he left the inside completely raw. So it's good that he had Sneha to carry him around. So let me introduce to you Jason and Sneha.
Thanks, Miles. It's so nice to look around and see so many friendly faces, both from my side of the family and Jason's side. But I just wanted to start off by saying how lucky I am to be part of such a wonderful group of both friends and family. And now that I've been welcomed into Jason's family, both Auntie and Uncle have been so wonderful that now I get to call them Mataji and Pitaji. They've made me feel truly loved and welcomed into their family, so I wanted to say thank you. And to Jason, you have been everything that I wanted, and a lot of things that I didn't know that I wanted, and a lot of things that I didn't want. But you've always done so well to address my insecurities and take care of me in the last 3 years that we've known each other. I'd like to share a short story with all of you today in terms of how well he addresses my insecurities. So we'd been dating for about a year, and I went to Jason and I said, Jason, we've been dating for a year. I think you'll get bored of me one day. Like, how do I know you'll never get bored of me? And his answer, very true to 60% love you, was every day I go to work and I get the same lunch from a porter, the exact same burger, and I've never been sick of it, so I'll never get sick of you. So that was the truth. So I know he'll love me as much as he loves chicken, which is a lot. So I'll hand it over to Jason.
All right, I'm not sure how I'm going to beat that. And I just want to make this 100% clear. I definitely did not write this last minute, which is why I'm piggybacking off Sneha's speech. I'd like to start off by thanking all the people that Sneha has already thanked, which surprisingly was only my parents. I thought she would do more. So, I would like to thank Sneha's parents. They spent a lot of time and effort to make each event a success. The wedding has been an absolute dream, and Sneha and I have really enjoyed it. I'm lucky to call them my Ataya and Mamaya Garu. It was pretty good. And am excited to visit them as well as my own parents when Sneha doesn't want to cook me dinner. And I think that's a good segue to talk about Sneha now. Sneha, you are extremely punctual, definitely never late, very decisive, and a great decision maker, which is why I can stand here today. Let me find my spot. You are the perfect wife for me, and I will work to be the perfect husband for you. Marriage is not easy, and you can't have love without a little pain. But even knowing this, I will give you all my effort and love because I know you're worth it. All right, enough about her. Moving on to more interesting stuff. I would like to thank, but I'm not 100% sure I want to, my best friends Miles and Jason for helping me with the MC and giving speeches. I was considering cutting this section out after hearing what some of the things Jason said, but I kept it here because I love you guys. So, similarly, thanks Daniel. I know how much you hate public speaking, and I really appreciate you coming here and actually talking to people. A brother is a friend, and my friends are my brothers. Shout out to the boys. I also want to express gratitude. Yes, thank you, synonym.com. To Vihishta for organising the dance from our side, as well as my friends from uni, for sharing the pain and effort to get us to this point. I hope everyone enjoys our performance, which will be later tonight. Last but not least, I want to give a special thank you to my family. The last few weeks have been tough, especially with the passing of Arji, my grandma. Our family came together and supported each other, and I really appreciate the sleepless nights, particularly the girls, Mamta, Sweta, Dadi, Gigi, Mum and more, went through to make both the funeral and the wedding ceremonies, make sure the funeral and wedding ceremonies were performed as best as possible. I also want to thank my older brothers and sisters, especially Prashant and Ritesh. You guys were helping me get ready before 5 a.m., which means you woke up before I was even awake for my own wedding. Thank you guys for being there for me and trying to protect my shoes from Sneha's evil friends. Finally, Mum and Dad. Honestly, I don't know what to say. You've raised me for 29 years and I still haven't learned anything. Maybe Sneha will do a better job. No, enough joking around. You guys mean the world to me. I love you, and I know you will support Sneha and I through our ups and downs in life. All right, almost at the end. Could I ask everyone to raise their glasses, which I will also do somehow. Sneha and I are excited to celebrate our reception with everyone here today. Yes, I definitely did not prepare this last minute. And are looking forward to closing this chapter and starting our next chapter as a married couple. A toast to a new life together and celebrating this reception with our friends and family. It's all right.
Thank you.
So that ends the formal proceedings tonight. If you'd like to go outside and explore the 6 different live food counters and have some dinner.
Don't ask me what you know is true. Don't have to tell you I love your precious heart. I was standing, you were there. Two worlds collided, and they could never tear us apart.
ఉండిపోరాదే గుండె నీదేనే హత్తుకోరాదే గుండెకే నన్నే అయ్యో అయ్యో పదం నేలపై ఆగనన్నది మళ్ళీ మళ్ళీ నాలో వేగమై తేలుతున్నది అందం అమ్మాయి నీలా ఉందా అన్నట్టుందే మోమటలే వదన్నాయి అడగాలంటే కోరికే తల్లి పోవాలే ఏనయం తల్లి పోనసలావే ఇరువే
நானும் ஒரு வார்த்தை சொல்கின்றேன், ஆனால் அது போய்தான் என்ன நீயும் அறிவாய் என்கின்றேன். அருகில் வா, அருகில் நீ வா, அருகில் நீ வா, அருகில் நீ வா.
అమ్మాయైతే నీలా ఉందా అన్నట్టుందే మోమాటలే వదన్నాయి అడగాలంటే కోగిలే ఉండిపోరాదే గుండె నీదేనే హత్తుకోరాదే గుండెకే నన్నే అందం అమ్మాయైతే నీలా ఉందా అన్నట్టుందే మోమాటలే వదన్నాయి అడగాలంటే కోగిలే ఉండిపోరాదే గుండె నీదేనే హత్తుకోరాదే గుండెకే నన్నే
Every time you come around, you know I can't say no. Every time the sun goes down, I'll let you take control. I can feel the paradise before my world falls. And tonight had something wonderful. My bad habit leads to late nights, ending alone. Conversations with a stranger I barely know. Swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habit leads to white eyes stare into space, and I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out. I can't escape. Nothing happens after two. It's true, it's true. My bad habit leads to you. My bad habit leads to you. Every pure intention ends when the good times start. We're falling over everything to reach the first time spot. It started under neon lights and then it all got dark. I only know how to go too far. My bad habit leads to late nights, ending alone. Conversations with a stranger I barely know. Swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habit leads to white eyes stare into space, and I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for the way out. I can't escape. I got nothing left to do. It's true, it's true. My bad habit leads to you. My bad habit leads to you. We took a long way round, but to the phone right now. My bad habit leads to late nights, ending alone. Conversations with a stranger I barely know. Yeah, I was looking for a maze, and I probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habit leads to white eyes stare into space, and I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out. I can't escape. Nothing happens after two. It's true, it's true. My bad habit leads to you. My bad habit leads to you. My bad habit leads to you. Thank you. మీ తగిలే మేఘమే హసలే ఆగుడు ఈ పరుగే ఒకటే గమ్యమే దారులు వీరు పయనమే నీ పనిలే అరరే కుదుతూ మొదలే మలపు కుదుపు నీదే ఆ అద్దమే చూపెను బ్రతుకులలో తీరే ఆ వైపరి తుడిచే కారే కన్నీరే మాటే వినదుగా వినదుగా విన వినదుగా వినదుగా వినదు వేగం దిగదుగా దిగదుగా వేగం మాటే వినదుగా వినదుగా వినదు వేగం 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 పెరిగే వేగమి తగిలే వేగమే అసలే ఆగుడు ఈ పరుగే ఒకటే గమ్యమి దారులు వీరు పయనమి నీ పనిలే అరరే పుదుతూ మొదలే మనపు కుదుపు నీదే అద్దమే చూపెను బ్రతుకులలో తీరే వైపరి తుడిచే కారే కన్నీరే మాటే వినదుగా 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 వేగం దిగదుగా దిగదుగా వేగం మాటే వినదుగా 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 వేగం 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 మాటే వినదుగా వినదుగా వేగం దిగదుగా దిగదుగా వేగం మాటే వినదుగా 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 వేగం వేగం వేగం
చిన్ని 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 నవ్వులే వెతకడమే బ్రతుకంటే కొన్ని అందులోన పంచవ మిగిలుంటే హో నీడనే స్నేహమే నీ మనసు చూపులా నీడలా వీడకా సాగానే నేర్పురా కష్టలేని రా నీ జబె కలి కాని నడుచునులే బండి నడుచునులే నరే మరిపోని ఊరే మర్చిపోని వీడకులే శ్రమ విడువకులే తడియారే ఎదపై ముసిరేను మేఘం మనసంత తడిలేన కురిసే వాన
మాటే వినదుగా 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 వేగం దిగదుగా దిగదుగా వేగం మాటే వినదుగా 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 వేగం 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 మాటే వినదుగా వినదుగా వినదు వేగం దిగదుగా దిగదుగా వేగం మాటే వినదుగా వేగం 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 మాటే వినదుగా 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 వేగం దిగదుగా దిగదుగా వేగం మాటే వినదుగా వినదుగా వినదు వేగం 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 जगमगाते हैं झिलमिलाते हैं अपने रास्ते हे! ये खुशी रहे रोशनी रहे अपने वास्ते हे! जगमगाते हैं झिलमिलाते हैं अपने रास्ते हे! ये खुशी रहे रोशनी रहे अपने वास्ते ओ, కాస్తా నీ వెంటనే ఉంటా నీ వెంటనే
ముద్దంటిన చెంపపై తడి ఆరనే లేదులే మాటొకటి చెప్పింతలో పయనాలు మొదలాయదే
నువ్వు ప్రేమ అవసరమా మాయేని చిరునామా మనసంత నీవే ప్రియా విరహాని చంపేనలా అంతరిక్షం అంజునాకు ప్రేమ తక్కిందగా
నీతో జ్ఞాపకాలే ఈ మంచులా అవి కరగవే నీనే పరిమళాలే గుండెల్లో నిండేదలే
నువ్వు ప్రేమ అవసరమా మాయేని చిరునామా
ఇటు చూడవా ప్రియతమా ఎడబాటు అనుకోకుమా దానికింది చిక్కుకుంది చూడు నా ప్రాణమే దూరం ఆవిరాయే నీదించని నిశ్వాసలో నిదురే చెదిరిలోపే తిరిగిరిరా స్వప్నమా
నువ్వు ప్రేమ my baby by Valentine, yeah. Girl, you know my making my temperature to rise. You leave me, I go die. I swear, you are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest, your love ain't that authority. I am so obsessed. I want to chop your cubby. You lay your body the back of me, see you lay. Open the make I see you lay. We can make a man happy. We can make a bad man sing. Oh, why? I spent for your head. Talk all the one I don't care what they say, cause you matter. Not been had to carry to my head. Hello, not been had to carry to my bed all alone. Tell me no, no, no. You could be my partner, never riding solo alone. We can do the low key, nobody won't. Feeling what you're doing, what you're doing. Can it go, won't lay. Your body, the back of me, see you lay. Open up, make I see you lay. You can make a catch my fancy. We can do the hanky panky, nobody. వెళ్ళిపోయింది మనసు ఎటు వెళ్ళిపోయింది మనసు ఇలా ఒంటరయ్యింది వయసు ఓ చల్లగాలి ఆచూకి తీసి కబరియలేవా ఏమయ్యిందో
ఎటు వెళ్ళిపోయింది మనసు ఇలా ఒంటరయింది వయసు ఓ చల్లగాలి ఆచూకీ తీసి కబురియలేవా ఏమైందో ఎటు వెళ్ళిపోయింది మనసు
ఇలా ఒంటరయ్యింది వయసు ఓ చల్లగాలి ఆచూకి తీసి కబరియలేవా ఏమయ్యిందో 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 ఆ స్నేహమో కావాలని ఇన్నాళ్ళుగా తెలియలేదు
ఇచ్చేందుకే మనసుందని నాకెవ్వరూ చెప్పలేదు
చిలిమి చిరునామా తెలుసుకోగానే రేఖలొచ్చాయో ఏమిటో ఎటు వెళ్ళిపో Sit in my car in a crowded place and dancing, grooving with 1,000 souls. Whoa, I see you dancing with your eyes on me. I just want you to be mine. I just wanna dance with you all night long. So come on, baby, let's see where we take this. I just wanna hold you like no one else can. I just wanna dance with you all my life. Whoa, oh, oh. There's many places that you take me. Every time I look into your eye, I see you sipping champagne by the coast. I just never wanna let you go. I just wanna dance with you all night long. So come on, baby, let's see where we take this. I just wanna hold you like no one else can. I just wanna dance with you all my life. Whoa, I just wanna dance with you all night long. So come on, baby, let's see where we take this. I just wanna hold you like no one else can. I just wanna dance with you all my life. Whoa, all my life. నీ కలని పట్టుకు వదలనవి చూడే నా కళ్ళు. ఆ చూపు నెలలా తొక్కుకు వెలకు దయలేదా అసలు. నీ కలని పట్టుకు వదలనవి చూడే నా కళ్ళు. ఆ చూపును నా తొక్కుకు వెలకు దయలేదా అసలు.
నీ కళ్ళకి కవళి కాస్తాయే కటుకల నా కలలు. నువ్వు నులుముతుంటే ఎరగ కంది చిందేనే సెగలు. నా ఊపిరి గాలికి ముయలు ఊగుతూ ఉండే ముమ్మురులు. నువ్వు నటిస్తే ఎలా నిటు చవటే నిష్ఠురపు వినవినలు.
సామజవర గమన నిన్ను చూసి ఆగగలనా. మనసు మీద వయసుకున్న అడుపు చెప్పతగునా. సామజవర గమన నిన్ను చూసి ఆగగలనా. మనసు మీద వయసుకున్న అడుపు చెప్పతగునా.
నీ కళ్ళని పట్టుకు వదలనన్నవి చూడే నా కళ్ళు. ఆ చూపుల నల్ల తొక్కుకు వెళ్ళకు దయలేదా అసలు.
మల్లెల మాసమా మంజుల హాసమా. వయసుకున్న అడుపు చెప్పతగునా సామజవర గమన నిన్ను చూసి ఆగగలనా మనసు మీద వయసుకున్న అడుపు చెప్పతగునా నీ కలని పట్టుకు వదలనవి చూడే నా కళ్ళు ఆ చూపులనలా తొక్కుకు వెలక దయలేదా అసలు నీ కలకి కవలి కాస్తాయే కట్టుకుల నా కలలు
నువ్వు నులుముతుంటే ఎరగకంది చిందేనే సెగలు సామజవర
గమన నిన్ను చూసి ఆగగలనా మనసు మీద వయసుకున్న అడుపు చెప్పతగునా సామజవర గమన నిన్ను చూసి ఆగగలనా మనసు మీద వయసుకున్న అడుపు చెప్పతగునా ये हंसी वादियाँ ये खुला आसमां आ गए हम कहाँ है मेरे साजना इन बहारों में दिल की कली खिल गई मुझको तुम जो मिले हर खुशी मिल गई
तेरे होठों पे है हुस्न की बिजलियाँ तेरे गालों पे है जुल्फ की बदलियाँ तेरे बालों की खुशबू से महके चमन संग मर मर के जैसा ही तेरा बदन
मेरी जान जाने जा कहने चांदनी छेड़ दो तुम आज कोई प्यार की रागिनी
ये हंसी वादियाँ ये खुला आसमां आ गए हम कहाँ है मेरे साजना
ये बंधन है प्यार का देखो टूटे न सजनी
ये जन्मों का साथ है देखो छूटे न सजना
तेरी आंचल की चाहने तले मेरी मंजिल मुझे मिल गई
तेरी पलकों की छाँव के तले मोहब्बत मुझे मिल गई
ये हंसी वादियाँ ये खुला आसमां आ गए हम कहाँ है मेरे साजन
करता है साजना दिल में तुमको बिठा लूं।
आ मस्ती की रात है अपना तुमको बना लो।
उतनी लगे है तूफान क्यों मेरे सीने में सनम।
तुम्हें चाहूंगा दिलो जान से मेरी जाने जा तेरी कसम। ये हंसी वादियाँ ये खुला आसमां आ गए हम कहाँ है मेरे साजना।
इन बहारों में दिल की कली खिल गई मुझको तुम जो मिले हर खुशी मिल गई। मेरी जाने जा ये तेरी चांदनी छेड़ दो तुम आशकों प्यार की रागिनी।
ये हंसी वादियाँ ये खुला आसमां आ गए हम कहाँ है मेरे साजना। ये हंसी वादियाँ ये खुला आसमां आ गए हम कहाँ है मेरे साजना। వేరే కొత్త భూమిపై ఉన్నానా ఏదో వింట రాగమై విన్నానా. ఓ వేరే కొత్త భూమిపై ఉన్నానా ఏదో వింట రాగమై విన్నానా. పలికే పాల గువ్వతో పులికే పూల కొమ్మతో కసిరే వెన్నెలెమ్మతో స్నేహం చేసా. ఎగిరే పాల వెల్లితో నడిచే గజ్జ కొమ్మతో బంధం ముందు జన్మదా ఏమో బహుశా. హోయినా 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 ఇక ఏదేమైనా నీతో చిందులు వేయనా వేయనా. హోయినా 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 కలకాలం నీతో కాలక్షేపం చేయనా చేయనా. Think I caught the feels this summer. Bet you're one of a kind, no other. Be my sweetie, be my sugar. Had enough as a one-side lover. Think I caught the feels this summer. Bet you're one of a kind, no other. Be my sweetie, sugar. Had enough as a one-side lover. నా జీవితానికి రెండో ప్రయాణమున్నది దారి వేసిన చిత్తి పాదమా. నా జాతకానికి రెండో భాగమున్నది చత్తి చెప్పిన చిన్ని ప్రాణమా. గుండెలో నా రెండో వైపే చూపి సంబరానా ముంచవే నేస్తమా. నాలో నాకే రెండో రూపం చూపి ఏమిచ్చిందే నీలో పొంగే ప్రేమ. వెలిగే వాళ్ళ కువ్వనా కలిసే కాను కువ్వనా పెదవుల నేల నింపనా చిన్న హాసం. ఎవరో రాసి తానికా జరిగే నాటకానికి మెరుగులు దిల్ది వేయనా ఇంకా వేషం. ఉన్నానా ఏదో వింటే రాగమై విన్నానా వేరే కొత్త భూమిపై ఉన్నానా ఏదో వింటే రాగమై ఉన్నానా నాని కొమ్మతో నానే దాని మల్లతో కులికే పూల కొమ్మతో కలిసిన మేధా ఎగిరే పాల వెల్లితో నడిచే గాజు బొమ్మతో బంధం ఉన్న జన్మదా ఏమో బహుశా హోయినా 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 హే! ఇక ఏదేమైనా నీతో చిందులు వేయనా వేయనా హోయినా 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 కలకాలం నీతో శబ్దం చేయనా చేయనా
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up for Constance Entertainment performing live. Stick around, we've got 3 more songs, and then we got the groom's party and the bride's party having a dance-off, so stick around for that.
चिकन कमीने देख चांदने चीटरों के चीट किया तो सारे तारे बोले गिली गिली अक्का पापरा परा पापरा परा पापरा परा 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 पापरा परा पापरा परा पापरा परा मेरी बात तेरी बात ज्यादा बातें बुरी बात ताने में कटोरा लेके आलू पा मुरी पा मेरे पीछे किसी ने रिपीट किया तो साला मैंने तेरे मुंह पे मारा मुक्का पापरा परा पापरा परा पापरा परा 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 पापरा परा पापरा परा पापरा इस पे भूत कोई चढ़ा है तैरना जानना अब तो क्या बुरा क्या भला है फर्क पहचाने ना जिद पकड़ के खड़ा है कम वक्त छोड़ना जाने ना बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल माने ना बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल ये जो हाल है सवाल है कमाल है जाने न जाने न जाने बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल माने ना देखा दीन का फलाना देखा सीन का सिंगाना लेकर शेर का गुराना पूरी दुनिया को गोल गोल चक्कर लेके मैंने दुनिया को मारा धक्का पापरा 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 मारा तीन बुढ़ा ले लो मेरे पीछे किसी ने रिपीट किया तो साला मैंने मेरे मुंह पे मारा मुक्का आया शीख के वन में से खुद को मोड़ना जाने ना कंबल में बजा है शर्म का ओढ़ना जाने ना हाय सिर पकड़ के खड़ा है कंबल छोड़ना जाने ना हे बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल माने ना बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल माने ना ये जो हाल है सवाल है कमाल है जाने ना बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल माने ना अब तो क्या बुरा क्या भला है फर्क पहचाने ना है सिर बदल के खड़ा है वक्त छोड़ना जाने ना हे बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल माने ना बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल माने ना ये जो हाल है सवाल है कमाल है जाने ना बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल बदतमीज दिल माने ना Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Constance Entertainment Live. We're going to get started to the next section. So, amazing dance off by the groom and the bride's party. Give us about 5 minutes and we'll get that started. Cheers. go, ladies and gentlemen. We'll come to the highlight for tonight. We've got Jason and his amazing team showing our dance moves. Let's get loud, let's get loud. Here we go, big roll, let's go! I can't hear you louder!
Hey, you got what I want, it's Sony, yeah. Mithi galan karke tu na ja chhad ke. Hey, I think about it every day. Baby looking like Hana Kazana on a plate. Hey, like mithai, like kulfi, rasmalai. Hey, pista barfi, sardiyan vich garmi lagdi. Jad vi tu mere raah vichon chaldi. Yeah, lab vich mere kolo langdi. Throw it back and bubble up in front of me. Everybody trying to figure out your recipe. I'm just trying to get a piece, baby. I know that you wanna get crazy. Shorty, take it slow, then chitty. Hey, baby, let me see it. I just wanna eat it. Baby, let me see it. Oh, I really need it. Oh, baby, let me see it. I just wanna eat it. I know the things that you like.
Not bad. Let's give it up for the groom's party. Can we welcome the brides and the bridesmaids? Can we get some noise?
అది in the club.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Dance floor is officially open. Let's go.
Baby, it's the truth, the truth. I'm like Inception, I play with your brain, so don't sleep or snooze. I don't play no games, so don't get it confused, no. Cause you will lose, yeah. Now pump it up and back it up like a Tonka truck.
If you go hard, you gotta get on the floor. If you're a party freak, then step on the floor. If you're an animal, then tear up the floor. Break the sweat on the floor, yeah, we work on the floor. Don't stop, keep it moving, put your drinks up. Pick your body up and drop it on the floor. Let the rhythm change your world on the floor. You know we're running tonight on the floor. Brazil, Morocco, London to Ibiza, straight to LA, New York, Vegas to Africa. Dance the night away, live your life and stay young on the floor. Dance the night away, grab somebody, drink a little more. Tonight we gon' be it on the floor. Tonight we gon' be
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Let's celebrate Sneha and Jason. Let's go.
If you're a criminal, kill it on the floor. Steal it quick on the floor. On the floor. Don't stop, keep it moving, put your drinks up. It's getting ill, it's getting sick on the floor. We never quit, we never rest on the floor. If I ain't wrong, we probably die on the floor. Brazil, Morocco, London to Ibiza, straight to LA, New York, Vegas to Africa. Dance the night away, live your life and stay young on the floor.
Sing along, ladies and gentlemen.
Dance the night away, grab somebody, drink a little more.
Jump. Let's go.
Tonight we gon' be it on the floor. Tonight we gon' be it on the floor. Tonight we gon' be it on the floor.
It's like a trunk full of bass on an old school Chevy 7 tray Donkey Donk. All I need is some vodka, some Shonky Conk, and watch the Chico get Donkey Kong. Baby, if you ready for things to get heavy, I get on the floor and act a fool if you let me. Lolly, don't believe me, just bet me. My name ain't Keith, but I see the way you sweat me. L.A., Miami, New York, say no more, get on the floor.
Dance the night away, live your life and stay young on the floor. Dance the night away, grab somebody, drink a little more. Tonight we gon' be it on the floor. Tonight we gon' be it on the floor. Tonight we gon' be
So many ways to love ya. Got me like, oh my.
Sing
God,
along.
I'm so in love. I found you finally. You make me wanna say, oh, 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 oh my gosh. You make me wanna say, oh, 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 oh. I fell in love with Shawty when I seen her on the dance floor. She was dancing sexy, pop, pop, popping, dropping low. Never ever has a lady hit me on the first sight. This was something special. This was just like dynamite. Honey got a booty like pow, pow, pow. Honey got some boobies like wow, oh wow. Girl, you know I'm loving your style. Checking you out like, oh, she got it all. Sexy from my head to toe. you. Baby, I can break you down. There's so many ways to love you. Got me like, oh my gosh, I'm so in love. I found you finally. You make me wanna say, oh, 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 oh my gosh.
Here we go. Let's go. Jump, 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 jump. Here we go. Here we go. Sing along. Let's go! Sing along, ladies and gentlemen! Hands in the air, ladies and gentlemen, hands in the air. Everyone's hands, let's go. Here we go. Up, 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 up. Let's go. Ready for the drop? She burn it up like the summer. She turn me on with a bum diggy diggy bum bum. You got me like crazy, that you calling. With a bum diggy diggy bum bum. You got me like crazy, that you calling. Here we go. Let's go. Jump, 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 jump. Hands in the air. Jump, 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 jump. Hands in the air. gentlemen. Are we ready? Sing along, gentlemen! Louder!
मेरे अंग बेबी कुछ भी रहा नहीं बस मैं ऐसे जान न ले मेरी हंस के ले बेबी बीट पकड़ जोर लगा थोड़ा कस के मैं वोट गाले काके तेरे नाल नचना मैं वोट गाले काके तेरे नाल नचना होय मैं तेरा ही ना रखना यदि मार के वेड़ा पटना अज मैं टुल्ले हो गए हटना नहीं मैं वोट गाले काके तेरे नाल नचना मैं वोट गाले काके तेरे नाल नचना मैं वोट गाले काके तेरे नाल नचना तेरा ही ना रखना यदि मार के वेड़ा पटना अज मैं टुल्ले हो गए हटना नहीं
Here we go, Sneha. This one's for you. Right in the middle, right in the middle. Let's go. Here we go. Hands in the air, everyone. Hands in the air. Everyone, hands in the air.
सड़कों पे चले जब लड़कों के दिलों में तू आग लगा दे बेबी फायर नकली से न करे तू करे जब देखे हमें झूठी लायर काला काला चश्मा जचता तेरे मुखड़े पे जैसे काला दिल जचता है तेरे चम पे अपनी अदाओं से ज्यादा नहीं तो 10-12 लड़के तो मार ही देती होगी तू दिन में
जैसे 36 फिरते हैं मेरे वर्गी और न होनी वे वर्गी और न होनी वर्गी और न होनी तू मुंडा बिल्कुल देसी है मैं कटदी ना तो सोनी वे मैं फेटअप हो गई हूं मुंडिया मैं फेटअप हो गई हूं मुंडिया सुन सुन के तेरे दुखड़े वे मैनू काला चश्मा ओ मैनू काला 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 ओ मैनू काला चश्मा जचदा रे